Hello again, and welcome back to the SWRA podcast, where aging, wellness, and wisdom intersect. I am your host, Maggie Lazar, and I welcome you, whether you are a first-time listener or whether you are a returning listener. I am thrilled to have you listening in. Today, I want to talk about wellness, but in a um, with a different twist. I talk about how we in our older years need to commit to a healthy lifestyle. And yesterday I talked about genetics, knowing what your family tree carries, your aunties, your moms, and your sisters, what diseases, your grandparents, what diseases run in your family? Is it cancer? Is it hypertension? Is it diabetes? Whatever it is, depression. But today, sometimes we go so far out in our quest to be healthy, to live a healthy lifestyle. I feel that sometimes we just go too far, right? Someone telling me you go into the gym at 2 o'clock in the morning and you're in your 70s and 80s. I don't know about you, but to me, that's a little bit extreme, right? And people who are on these extreme diets, and I don't like to pick on the vegans, but if you are somewhere eating in a restaurant, oh my God, and request for this, for that, I don't want this, I don't want that, it makes it so hard for the servers and people. Trust me, I respect people's choices to be healthy, but I feel like sometimes we need to be a little bit more flexible. I'm just saying that is a thought, it's not a criticism. And sometimes also people would go like where I am, and I want to focus on that. Where I am now, it's summertime in Panama. There are all over the news, you're hearing that how the extreme heat is dangerous. I know in the States in the summertime, we used to have elderly people passing out, dying of heat exhaustion, people who didn't have AC. You know, I wake up in the morning and the sun is bright and it's warm. And I look outside and I said, I am not going to walk in that heat because I'm a woman of a certain age, because I'm more sensitive to extreme temperatures, right? Because heat stroke can be deadly, right? So if I can get up at 5:30 to go when it's cool and it's really hot, I said, you know what? Let me go to the gym instead, where they have AC, they have a ventilator. That way I can exercise in place. This is the kind of mindset I'm trying to get you to understand, that you can be healthy, but can you kind of keep your common sense turned on also? When I hear of women being attacked in the States because they would go on a really deserted trail at 4 o'clock in the morning. Sis, is that necessary? I know you're going to say, but I need to be at work at 7. But it's not a safe thing to do. When you want to walk or run, make sure there are other people there and it's daylight. And if it's not daylight, then go to the gym, go somewhere safe. Your safety is your priority. It's your responsibility. Don't put yourself in position of extreme. If you, let's say diet, for example, if you remove completely a food source, let's say you don't use any protein, you have to go out of your way to replace the protein. And I know a lot of you do, and I commend that. But I am of the mindset that extreme diets are dangerous, whether you are keeping away salt, whether you're keeping away sugar, whether, you know what I'm saying? Because they are natural sugars. Your body needs some salt. So I can tell you the people who live to be 100, 100 and some, they haven't been on extreme diets. You notice that? If you talk to a 108-year-old, he will tell you, or she will tell you, I ate this, I ate beef, I ate fat, I ate this. Listen, just like we talk about the genetics being diseases, but you can have good genes as well that are protective. You don't need to go to the extreme diet. You don't need to be in the gym for hours a day. You don't need to be doing extreme anything. I told you I was in the gym one time and I was lifting those, I don't know what you used to call them, this big old weights, and I was crunching down and I look at the instructor. She had both her knees, she had a brace and everything. And I'm like, you know what? You're stressing those joints. We do not need to do that. If you want to be healthy, do gentle, moderate, regular. That is the word, regular. Don't say, oh, I haven't exercised in a month, but I'm going to stay in the gym for 8 hours today. No, it doesn't work that way. So please protect yourself. Here in Panama, protect yourself from the sun. You don't need to be out there when it's really, really, really hot. You're a vintage person. You're a woman of a certain age. And that goes for anybody, men or women. And then when you're young, do not overstress your body in the heat. People sitting out there in the sun for hours, cooking their skin. This is a no bueno, sis. Don't overdrink. Remember how did you tell you drink like 2 or 3 gallons of water a day? No, ma'am. Now they tell you, you drink when you feel thirsty, and once you feel satiated, then you stop. You don't need to overdo anything. Water, salt, food, exercise. Let's be smart. Not just in retirement, but always do not overdo anything. It's not worth it. So when I see a lot of cancers going around, it's because probably we have, indulged in something too much. We eat all this red meat, grilling all the time, too much of anything. Just look at your plate when you're eating and say, is there variety, right? Is there color? That's what you want on your plate. You want vibrant color, vegetables, fruits. And the carbs, you can have it, but have it in moderation. The meat, you can have it in moderation. So don't give yourself some grace. Relax and enjoy life. How do you enjoy life if you put so many restrictions on you? I don't know how you do that. I don't think I can do it. But anyway, remember, I'm never in judgment, standing in judgment over anybody. We are just free to do as we please. You could just say, oh, Maggie, you don't know what you're talking about. And I'm going to say, okay, I'll get a point. I'm just saying it makes sense to be in the middle, to be moderate in everything that you're doing. It makes life so much easier and you can still enjoy everything that the Lord has provided for us. All right. So go out there, be a good human, be smart in your decision and how you take care of your body, whatever you do to your body. All right. I will see you tomorrow. God loves you. I love you. Over à la prochaine. Bye.